When I was younger, I was sports mad. Like any sport under the sun, couldn't sit still, would just have a go at things. So it was kind of one of those, came up at school, could have a go at it. And it was good fun because I got to run around and yeah, I'm an active person, but didn't say love it straight away. Then I started to play it a little bit more and more and kind of found that you weren't so restricted in it. So like at school growing up, I played a lot of hockey and netball. Obviously netball, you're confined to quarters of the court. Hockey is run free, go nuts, use your speed, have a bit of flair, make things up. So I think it was just kind of over time, and it's the team side of things, like the camaraderie in your teammates and that you can learn from other people and all be on this like same goal together, I think is what drew me to the game. Because it is such a quick game, and I think especially at the top level, like I don't think people realise quite how skillful the game is and how easy like these guys behind me make it look is, I think, sort of testament to the work you've put in. But when you're on the pitch, it's just like the freedom to kind of do whatever you want, but you're doing it at such lightning speeds and there's so much going on around you that you have to kind of just be aware, and there's probably never a situation that feels the same. So you're always finding yourself in a new scenario that you have to problem solve and work out and figure out how do I get out of this and bits of that. So it's kind of like exciting because you've got this like bank of skills of being able to drag it, being able to 3D, being able to hit it, whatever. But you probably never use it in the same scenario or the same order or the same timing or the same location or place or anything like that. So it's just like you're rewriting the script the whole time you play, which is quite fun. To be fair, I think I play my best hockey when I don't think. When I was younger, I didn't have that. I just had the, you can run fast and try and make things work, but then it's still a different game. And I think the wonderful thing about hockey across all the levels is like so many different people can play it, but then the standard like fits and it's still a game. It's just a very different game to what we see and how we play it. I guess the intuitiveness they have is very different to what we have now, but you still have this, you still have that like element of freedom when you step on the pitch, which is quite fun. Because there is that flair and just play what you sort of feel and see side, that actually if you are content just going out on a pitch and just mucking around and having a play and the bits that no one sees, you can actually learn quite a lot there, which you can then bring into your game. But yeah, and the brutality bit is, yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted, but I think that's what makes it exciting. Years ago when I first joined the programme, the Sevens squad used to train here a lot and we were playing a friendly and some of the girls came out to watch and they were chatting to some of the parents and they were like, this sport's mental, like we think rugby's tough. You have the change of direction nature, the speed, you also have a very hard ball, you also have a stick that is slightly weapon-like, and then you're doing it all at vast speeds, multi-directional, complete chaos. So yeah, but that's kind of the fun of it. Don't get me wrong, sometimes there's too much chaos, you're like, this is too much, I can't get my head around it. But yeah, a little bit of chaos is exciting, and I think that's kind of, can be maybe a super strength when you play against different teams. Like the Germans, for example, they're really structured, so actually taking a bit of chaos to them, they probably don't like as much, whereas you might play against, I don't know, like the Aussies, who are like a go team, and they're like, bring on the chaos, we're used to it, and we're probably having to rein back and try and bring more structure to the game. When I joined the senior squad, I kind of learnt that rest days have to be actually resting. Like me going out on my mountain bike isn't a rest day activity. I think during COVID as a squad, we did like quite a few like meditation pieces almost like on Zoom together. And for me, it's never really appealed to me. I was like, I'm not going to enjoy this. And going through it, to be honest, I didn't really enjoy it because I was lying there like not able to switch my brain off or trying to think that meditation and mindfulness was going to be this, you just sit there and you feel zen type thing, and it just wasn't. But then I realised that actually going off on a walk and just my own thoughts was more mindfulness and more like of a reset than actually me trying to do a meditation breathing piece, because I was lying there going, what am I doing? I'm not enjoying this type thing. When mindfulness says a lot, I think a lot of people just think like your meditation and your breathing work and stuff like that, but I think there's so much of it that is actually just you focusing in on something and going to a different place and just cluing into what's going on around you and how powerful that can be. So in recent years I've found some creative hobbies off the pitch which are now quite fun, and actually if I told myself when I was at school in like 10 years time you'll be doing this and you'll be enjoying it, I'd have been like absolutely not. So yeah, a little bit of embroidery and a little bit of sewing stuff, which honestly, like I did some textiles at school and my teachers, I was awful, I was so bad at it, but now I find like real mindfulness in it and like the creative process that I can just sit down and I can have nothing and then I can finish an hour later and have something to show for it. this environment, we're so fortunate to do what we do, but elite sport is a tough environment to be in and there's constant pressures. So to be able to have something that you can completely take your mind away from this environment and being here and worrying about selection and how you're playing and everything, and actually just sitting there and going, I'm just going to poke this a couple of times and then something pretty cool comes out of it, allows you to switch off from sort of this area. We as a group, we're all like quite competitive people, so we play a lot of card games and a lot of, someone will bring a new game and then that'll be the obsession for that trip, and then 3 weeks later we'll go somewhere else and someone else will find a new game. So we play a lot of like games and stuff like that and switch off. But to be honest, I think as I've been in the squad longer, actually just listening to your body and recognising what you need. Like, I used to hate feeling like I was missing out on something, and now, especially when we're away on trips, if the group's too big, I'll be like, guys, I'm just going to go and get lunch by myself. I need an hour just by myself to switch off, go and get lunch by myself or whatever, and then I know that I'll then be in a better place to be around the group, but then also that's going to suit me best for when I'm on the pitch, and ultimately we were there to perform, and that's what I need to do to perform at my best. So it's kind of listening to your body and knowing what's right for you. I think we're lucky we get to travel lots, and you want to kind of see and explore as much as you can, but it doesn't always tally up with rest days or actually with the environment or where you're staying. So it's kind of like, if I could have an excursion, I guess, while I'm away to see something, and I do one, like, brilliant, because then you've seen more than just the hotel and the hockey pitch, and you get a flavour of like, is this somewhere I'd like to come back and explore again, or is this somewhere I'm like, I've been there, done that, I'll go somewhere else next time. In the past I did like a little memory wheel almost, and it was going to track my year of what I got up to, so then I could look back at the end of year, and so much of my life is hockey, so it's such a big part of it. So then to be able to journal that, and then in, I don't know, 10 years time to get it out and look at it and be like, that's cool, I did this, or that year this happened, or this is what went to plan, didn't go to plan, to be honest. It was my birthday on Saturday, so I'm turned 29 2 days ago. I've been in the squad for almost 9 years now. 20-year-old me that joined the squad versus the 29-year-old me now looks very different, just from what I've learned along the way. And to be honest, I think a lot of the experiences that have happened, and probably selections and deselections off the back of like last summer, obviously I didn't go to the Olympics that I wanted to go to, and actually you kind of figure out why you're doing it, why you want to be here, why you don't want to be here. It's probably just a mix of everything, to be honest, which is now shaped me so I can sit here and pretend I've got loads of wisdom.